I was struck by the presentation we gave earlier today, commending the veterans, and actually all who were around in 1945, and really commending that generation of the greatest Americans. Not only did they win a war against two fascist empires, but after they came back, they really rebuilt. They built America's infrastructure, and it's a result of that investment that generation made in the 1950s that has resulted in the interstate system. And the importance of the interstate system to the to the prosperity of the United States cannot be overstated. If that hadn't been built, America would not be nearly as powerful or as wealthy or successful as it is today. And I want to, this is related to what I'm going to say next. Mr. Bergman was here last week, and I unfairly really chewed him out, I think, too much. I want to apologize to him for that. You know, I have a lot of respect for citizens who come here and openly share their views, whether we like them or disagree with them. Who I don't have any respect for are the cowards who hide behind blogs and attack people and attack the people up here on this board who are in the arena, and when they go overboard and attack us personally and our families, I have nothing but derision for a coward who hides behind a blog. Now, a blogger who uses their real name, I respect, but one who doesn't have the courage to stand up and in their own name speak their mind, I cannot have respect for that person. While I respect Mr. Bergman's views, I do need to say this. I do disagree with him. The future prosperity of this county lies in two things we have to get right. Every single society or government gets two things right. The one is the basics. You've got to have a good budgeting process. You've got to be able to allocate your resources efficiently. I think that this government has shown that it can. We eliminated 320 government positions. We cut $143 million in spending. Tax bills today are virtually flat from where they were 4 years ago. We're doing those things right. We have the lowest tax bills by 30% than the rest of Northern Virginia. We have a AAA bond rating status. We're getting all the essentials correct and right. But to move forward in the future, we cannot leave our children in the next generation of board members and citizens with a deficit of infrastructure. We have got to invest in infrastructure. That is the mother's milk of future prosperity. It means more parks, it means more libraries, and it means more roads. And if we don't invest in those things, our kids are going to be starting behind. It's no better to leave our children with a deficit of infrastructure than to leave them with a large deficit on their shoulders like the federal government has done. So, looking back on the inspiring actions of that generation of Americans in the 1950s, who on June 29, 1956, began to build a 35-year project, the largest infrastructure project ever in world history, $500 billion, 35 years worth of investment, so that we can live better today. We must do the same, but we have to be honest with our citizens and our residents. I know this isn't going to play very well in a Republican convention next year on a statewide basis. I know that. But we need to be upfront with people, and we need to let them know that you can't get something for nothing. We have to pay for infrastructure. We can't just promise the citizens that their tax bills are going to stay flat, but yet we're going to build roads and schools and parks and libraries. It doesn't work like that. We have to pay for them. And we're going to have to pay for them now. And I feel very strongly about this, as you can see. And I want to, kind of taking a key from Ms. Cadigan last week, I think we need to take a look at another road bond referendum. Maybe not this year, it's probably too late for that, but certainly in the years coming forward, we need to take the next large step in road investment in this county if we are to remain the 9th wealthiest county in the United States. If we're going to even proceed beyond that, we have to make those investments. So, again, I apologize for Mr. Bergman, but I will stand my ground on this. It's absolutely essential to our kids, and I know it's always for the kids, to the future, that we make those investments and not shy away from them, and not shy away from the cost of them. So, anyway, it's enough blathering for me.